And what seemed like a relatively long season, we got the SLCORA Midgets closing out their season tonight at Saga Speedway. This is the virtual Turkey Night Grand Prix. You saw the fantastic one yesterday, Corey Day winning it after turning my favorite driver. That's its own story.
Correct, kid. Correct, kid.
Let's see who is going to win today's Stetson Trophy. It's going to be a fantastic time here at Santa Clarita. And we've been itching for this one to get going. So that being said, drivers, head to your cars and start your engines. Waiting on Twin and Dale and Eris. Let's get a photo of this grid. And we got our fantastic flagman, Fellow 4, as well as the Saga Speedway pace car, driven by T7J as we do the virtual Turkey Night. Eris is yet to get into your car, so we're going to wait on her. However, this is going to be a 98-lap race with overtime rules. We are going to, in fact, do caution laps, unlike the real-life running. That will make sure this event gets done at an orderly time. You guys will start pacing once everyone is, of course, ready. That will be a 40-mile-an-hour pace speed. You'll go when the car if it goes outside jobs to hold up. You guys are pretty familiar with that by now. We've been running all day, and pretty much every race here's been banger after banger. I've been considering other tracks potentially for the next Turkey Night. However, this day has almost shown that maybe it's a little different. Now, Eris is into your car, so let's get our flagman to position. Watch those lights on the track. We are yellow on the speedway. Go in the car if it goes. Let's read your grid out from the back to the front. Taking a late entry and a bit of a mercy entry, Del Ross in 10th place in the Freedom Racing 97. In 9th place ahead of the inside, it's going to be Jason Dady taking a spot after a couple drivers miss out. Steve Waters going to start up ahead in the 7th place, in the 8th place position. To the inside will be Twin, who just snuck past the SLCORA. Something about that doesn't look right, actually. Where's Gohan? There he is. We need some time, of course, to get everything fixed and settled. It'll take a little bit. We need Gohan to back it off a tiny bit. You were passing the pace car. 10 cars to make up the field tonight. Just an overall fantastic race we potentially have ahead of us. As long as everyone can get pace now. It looks like it's going to be a little tough to do that first. And I understand. I'll try to be understanding where I can be.
It is a little dark down the backstretch, if I'm honest.
A little bit. But so is real life. Nico, let's back it off. Eris, pick it up a little bit. We're going to try to focus on pacing. Outside road needs to move up a little bit and try to lock into position. We're doing pretty good for the most part, though. But we do need Eris to do her part. Because she's not. We need Eris to move up. Doesn't hurt to go faster on the outside. Four laps to go until this Grand Premiere event gets going. We're going to need Eris to back it off a little bit. Come on, guys. Stay behind the car that's ahead of you. Row 3 inside. Try to lock in if you can. We need Nico out to move up a little bit, as well as the inside row now. So it's the inside shop to move up. Inside row, move up, please. Inside row, move up. We are running out of time. We do not want to have a single file start. Nobody does. We need Nico Alex to move up. We need Nico Alex to move up. Again, Nico Alex needs to move himself up, as well as Gohan. So, we need the front row up. Nico Alex, move up. This is it. 1 lap to go. Lock in, or you will be pushed to the rear if you have caused the... Airs, back it off. Airs, back it off. Inside, move up. Inside, move up. Inside, move up. Calling it off. That wasn't really anyone's fault, but we need the Nico Alex to move the fuck up, man. Come on. Get this one started. We need the inside row to move up. Inside row needs to move up. You are 2 to 3 rows behind when you should be ahead of Aris. Gohan, move up. Or else you're going to the rear. This is your last warning inside. We do not want a single file start. Okay, Aris, now move it up. Okay, next lap. If we could get it going, we'll try to go green the next lap. Remember, no pass until the start-finish line. You guys need to stay... oh my god. Inside up! Next time we do this, whoever is responsible will... Okay, one more. One more. If we don't do this again, we're going to stop. We're going to do it single file, and whoever is held responsible. Inside, move up. Steve Waters, move up. This is your last call. Green flag. Allowed to pass Steve Waters. Fuck's sake, guys. Alright. On to the action. It is Jack Pro PC. I'm going to clear all CC. Remember the penalties. Those will be enforced from this point forth. Dale Ross has a penalty to serve. And that's going to be very hurtful this early on in the race. Side by side between our 2 leaders, Gohan, Jack Pro PC. Here's Twin in the midst. Twin has to start all the way in the back. So we have a yellow waving. Anything particularly going on? I don't see anything going on. Ignore the flag man, he's AFK. Alright. On to an early lead. Gohan is climbing back up front, but we have Twin Turbo V6 not far behind. He had to start all the way in the back, and he's been on a gradual climb up there. Make our way down the front straightaway once again. Now down the back straight into lap 11. Now down the back straight into lap 12. Gohan currently leading us off. It looks like Aris, front row starter, has climbed up to the 4th place spot once again after a little bit of a struggle at the start. Again, just for some reason she couldn't hold consistency. My best advice for you guys, instead of pacing by braking, let off. These things have plenty of engine braking to go around. It is a little bit laggy, I will admit that. It looks like Gohan's closing in on some lap cars. I'm gonna kill the flag man in a second. Actually, top order. So far, penalties, there's 2 for Nico. A big lag spike coming out of me. We are good though. So there's 3 cars with penalties. There's Dale, there's Nico, and Lewis. I'll have to be served upon the caution. Now Steve is falling a lap down, so he won't be able to really benefit off of that. So will Jason. And there is Lewis about to get lapped, and there we go. The cheese wedge car also being passed. Gohan off to lead another lap. He's pretty much got a clean track behind him. Twin Triple V sits second place. How about Eris in third? There is a penalty for Twin. Twin has cut the track and he will be taking an EL upon the caution if there is one. Again, this early in the race, that's a thing you want to avoid, generally speaking. Later on in the race, it might be a half-second penalty, which could be really big at the end of the race, but as of now. Eris gets loose, but does manage to save it, but that's going to allow Jackro to climb right to the rear end. See how the front is looking. Gohan just making his way through the field. Twin Triple V sits second place, but Eris side by side for the podium position. Looks like that's actually her passing Lewis. It's hard to tell with the lag spikes going on. She's done a pretty good job out driving Jack Pro PC for now. The 2021-2022 GTI champion. Currently now about 30 laps into the feature. As we're about the first third of the way through it. Side by side for the second place spot. Eris down the inside. Crossover move back to the outside. Twin's going to get the exit, but she's back down the inside. We'll see as she exits the corner. Not a good exit for her. Don't worry about it. I was trying to see if I could name the event. Looks like some lap cars now starting to become a bit of a challenge. There is Nikolauts now falling victim to the laps down. Jason Dady also going to fall 3 down. This is kind of a bit of a follow the leader sort of situation here. We saw that in the latter half of Ventura towards the end of the real life feature. We'll just call it that. Eris currently taking the quick time of the race. Any battles going on? I don't think there's really anything really to report. Maybe, let's say it's going on in the middle of the pack. There's Nicolau, it's not far behind him. That's Jack Pro PC. So it looks like we're kind of in this situation. The field's just spread out. Of course, there is the penalties to keep in mind. Seems like everyone's been holding it clean. You know, those penalties go through, and that could be a real game changer here. Gohan now making a move past, once again, through Lewis. Laps are going to be a factor here. Of course, any caution, cars get a lap back. As there is something in the chat. Eris and Twin. Some missing action here. What's going on for the second place? Twin's made some mistake off screen. Eris taking up the second place spot. She started there. Made a little bit of a rough start, but she's climbed her way back up the ranks. Now Twin has 3 corner cuts. That's going to be a 2.5 time penalty if this race ends under green flag condition. I'm not going to say that's exactly likely, but it's not an impossibility either. So far, the race has ran relatively cleanly. Mind you, we ran at Saugus at the Turkey Night about 35 years ago, if I recall correctly. Before my time, 21. At Saugus, and it was a cold night. I don't think it'll be a very cold night this time, though. So, we are 50 out of 98 laps. The crossback should have been up for a couple of laps. We're over halfway done. Just kind of one of those follow leader sort of situations. Of course, any caution could change things completely around. So far, the battle, though, is the one for second place. Now, Twin and Eris have been rivals historically, especially in the ROTS mods. We saw that happen in the past. And there's Dale. Oh, Eris is going to spin around yellow flag. Race back happening right now. First strike for Eris. Gohan gets the race back. We're going to try to figure out what's going on. Lap cars can get one lap back. So Eris can get her lap back. Let's get one lap back. That's all. No more. Let's see what the race back results of that were. We're going to also put this stream up for people to watch. So let's see what happened on that race back. Eris Nunn, of course, will be put into 4th place, I believe. Trying to get the stream to work. Kind of being a little bit slow right now. So let's see. Gohan crosses, and then it's going to go to Twin Turbo V6. Jack Pro PC Eris is going to be, since she wasn't a lap down at that time, she will be in the 4th place position. Did Jack have any cuts? Yes, he and Twin are tied, so it's going to be Gohan, Jack Pro, Twin. Or sorry, Gohan, Twin, Jack Pro, and Eris Netta for the lead lap. Dale Ross in 5th. 6th place is going to be in a review real quickly to see between Nico and Lewis. Lewis will be ahead of Nico due to the penalty. He has more of the cuts, so Nico will be behind Lewis. That's going to be 6th place to Lewis, 7th to Nico. In 8th place, we're going to review the 8th place real quickly. 8th place is going to be Best 5. 9th place is going to be Steve Waters. And 10th is going to be Jason. Alright. Let's make sure we are pacing properly, and I think we are. Just need to be single filed out here. Remember, if you guys want to adjust your speed, you're going to want to do it by using your throttle. We need Eris up there. Try not to cut. I'm going to clear all the cuts. As I thought, with the longer races, it wasn't going to be as big of an issue. So. Next lap, we're going to try to go green. Hopefully you can get a little bit spread here. Eris ahead of Dale. Dale. Let Eris by. Eris get by. Okay. One lap till we go green. Let's try to hope that we don't get a big lag spike that clumps up the field there in the middle. Middle guys, fit yourselves. Watch the lights. Green flag. Clean start. It's going to be Gohan first. Twin Turbo V sits 2nd place. 3rd is Eris. And another card. I think Dale might have gotten a first cut. Again, we'll check that one upon the caution. There's not a twin turbo V6, and it also looks like Jack Pro PC kind of getting into it. Now there's a saying we have the cautions breed more cautions. However, this being the A main lineup is a pretty solid field. Looks like the field already sprayed out a little bit. Let me tell poor fella. Oh, sorry. Wait, are you waving? I thought he was waving a yellow. You know, I'll let him be for now. I thought you were AFK. My bad. Let me unmute you. Just in case. Oh, he's deafened. Alright. So it looks like Gohan's trying to run away with it. Now he's proven to be one of the most dominant drivers at this track. If anyone's going to say they love this place, it's probably going to be him. Now, unfortunately, if there's any cautions, that could really mix things up for him if he gets a cut. Now, he's been racing a really clean race. Ayers does have a cut. So does Dale. How about Twin? Twin is clean, so that's going to be something to think about. Now, we are currently heading into lap 77. So there's a second and a half, about 2 seconds now separating first from second. Meanwhile, Twin and Ayers going quite a bit at it. This time by, we got 20 laps to go. Oh, but I think that was not a cut, surprisingly. Ayers making her way now, crossover position between herself and Twin. Ayers now making her way down the back straightaway. He's trying to build a bit of a gap from himself and Twin. As long as she can be consistent and outdrive him, she might be able to take home that second place, 500 Robux prize. That's a bit of a sweet way to finish the night. See what those gaps are. Ayers about a second and a half. She's closing down the gap little by little from herself in Gohan. Gohan is not far up ahead. Ayers closing down 10th by 10th. Fortunately, she's not going to want any caution at this point. That's not going to help her. Gonna have to make her way through lap cars. Now that is Lewis, who's currently in a battle. I believe that is a battle between himself, 824BB, and there's also Steve Waters. I don't know if Steve is in that battle. No, he's not. It's not far up ahead. So side by side between Lewis and 824BB as they rage on their battle. The battle for P7. We are within the last 10 laps of this race. It's kind of just a race that's just being ran through. Now, mind you, a lot of the other events you saw this weekend were pretty big bangers, so it's not to count out anything. And it also doesn't mean we aren't going to see a great future here. We're just going to have to see where the future lies with us. Now, there's a nice Stetson to win. Okay. Okay. Little loose there by 824BB. That's going to allow Lewis to pass on by. How is our leader Gohan doing? There's Lewis. Gohan making the way now. Air's not far behind. Oh, but she's got time ticking down pretty quickly here in this 98 lap feature. 3 laps to go. to make their way down the back straightaway. Now to 3 and 4. You can see that pink and cyan car looming behind. 2 laps to go. A chase for the lead. Only a second separating the two. Now the white flag in the air. This is how the race is going to end, folks. Making the way through turns 1 and 2 in the 12R machine. He gets loose! Oh! Eris! Eris! Eris is going to win! Eris is winning! What? Twin comes home in second. Oh, what a disaster! What a choke! Oh no! Oh, but a victory, a triumphant victory for Arisneta. But the pain of the man who had led so much so far. He had gone so far, and he's gone. He won't even finish it. Well, that's how racing is. Arisneta wins the Turkey Night Grand Prix. Holy smokes. I've never in my mind imagined Eris. Don't you dare bitch about this. That's 1,000 Robux you just earned right there. Congratulations. Now we got a car that's flipped off of one. Steve Waters. But, holy smokes. Eris, if you could come across into the start-finish line, congratulations. I don't know what happened there. Alright, Eris. Make your way to the start-finish line. And there's Eris. Her first time racing a midget, the season finale, and it's a surprise visit, and she will win it today at Saga Speedway. Now, Eris, if you want to take your celebratory Crake Energy, you can move over here if you'd like. There's also a champagne bottle. I
What
feel
happened?
bad.
I wasn't paying attention.
So, you know the 2011 Indy 500?
Sure. We'll go with that.
You know, when Dan Weldon won?
Yeah.
And he only won because the leader died at the end? Well, that's what happened to Eris. However, it does not matter. Winning is winning. And she held up together. He did not, unfortunately for him. So let's get this victory lane photo going on right now on the start-finish line. Congratulations, Eris. Let me actually put this right here. Sorry. There we go. Alright, Eris, you want to kiss the brown Stetson? If you want. It's the tradition. Here, let me she'll oh my god. Yep. Let me try not to get it. And there's Netta. All right, let me get this photo. Holy smokes, what a way to finish the event. And there's 1,000 Robux right there. Let me actually turn so I don't look like I'm disappointed, because I'm not. Now, this trophy says the J.C. Agajanian Trophy, dedicated to the legacy of J.C. Agajanian. In honor of his lifelong devotion to the sport of motor racing and his revival of the Thanksgiving Night Midget Grand Prix Turkey Night, the bronze Stetson that crowns this perpetual trophy is one of J.C. Agajanian's own hats. It was given by his family and crowns this award in his honor. That is what this is all about. Now, there is Gohan, the unfortunate man, and this unfortunate soul you see in the background. Arisneta, however, will take home the bronze Stetson. Alright, there's your victory lane photo. Give it out to Arisneta for just absolutely sweeping it. Oh, man. Alright, Aris. You got a copy?
Loud and moderately clear.
Loud and moderately clear. So, a great job there, Eris. You have won the Turkey Night Virtual Grand Prix. You will be the first name put on this award. There's these little plaques over here. You'll be in the top right one back over there, and you'll get to keep the trophy.
Yeah.
That's become a tradition from here on.
I'm actually shook. I knew I wasn't gonna get it, and I wasn't gonna get it. I genuinely wasn't. I mean, I was catching by the end, but I would have needed like 20 more laps of that pace to get ahead. But honestly, the I I actually managed to. I know Dale did. I managed to clip it. Looking at it, I almost made that same exact mistake like so many times, and I was underdriving the shit out of the car through two a lot of the time because I was just terrified of that overcooking the exit. This race was like a trip, I guess you could say. I I'm still fucking shook. Like, I mean, I was ready to walk away with my tail tucked between my legs and just like kind of like just like go to bed and go to sleep, get up at 8 tomorrow. But like, I mean, I guess it's fucking awesome to get a win. I wish it could have been in like in a class that I race more, so it could have probably had points implications. Because this is my fucking midget debut. But you can't really complain. I don't want to complain. I'm grateful. I enjoyed the battles. I enjoyed the prolonged battle with Twin. I condemn my mistake that led to my to the caution. I don't know, dude. I wish I could have been more constantly closer to Gohan, so the race would have most like hopefully not like if I would have won, it wouldn't have been from like just a fluke from a mistake. Because like I mean it's awesome, yeah, but like in the end of the day, it's still like a little bit lame and it's a huge fucking shame. Because I've had mess ups like that so much, circa SNGP. And like it fucking sucks. It's genuinely ass. I mean, obviously, me having benefited from it, I am up here fucking jumping up and down, grabbing my mug, taking a drink of my tea. But obviously, it sucks, and it's a shame sometimes because I still feel bad. I mean, I'm obviously happy for the win, but I still feel bad that it came down to like a last minute random chance event. From messing up one thing, and just in the deadly turn, or messing up would just like ruin your race. Because every other turn you tap the wall, you're fine. You shed a little bit of speed, you can get it back. But on the exit at 2, specifically, like I don't know. I mean, I'm happy for the win. Everyone drove great. Going through the lapped car packs was a pain in the ass because I noticed that when I was in a pack, my frames would just drop immediately and my laps would drop easily 0.7 seconds whenever I was in a big pack full of people. Because the part of the reason why I fumbled so bad at the start was because it was impossible for me to drive properly with the tiny fucking amount of frames that I was getting on the, and it was with the lapped cars and at the start that it was just like impossible for me to do anything. Yeah. I'll be a little.
All right. Well, there's genuinely from the bottom of the heart, congratulations. I am, as much as I am also proud of my own driver Gohan for putting up a hell of a race. Genuinely, like he was unstoppable. I also gotta give it to you
No,
for
yeah,
coming up
no.
on top today. I know it's been
He was
really,
he was killing it.
yeah, but you know,
Also,
hmm?
yeah, he was like actually killing it. Like fucking 5-6 second gap at the start. Like by the time I had my little fumble and it caused a caution, he was like 5.5 seconds ahead of everyone.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I mean, he's a fucking damn good driver.
yeah,
Obviously, I don't think anyone can doubt that.
yeah. Well, what I wanted to say, if there's anyone that I think has been really needing to win lately, it's been really having a tough time, and to win probably one of the races to me at least is closest to home, the course of Turkey Night. I went to the real life one, saw Corey Day wreck my favorite driver, and then go on to win it. To have this finish, I mean, firstly, I'm gut wrenched for my own team, but I am also incredibly proud of you for coming up on top today. So, thank you there, Arisnetta, for getting this one in the books. Again, we're going to put your name up there on the top of that placard up in the back, and the date and track. So, just keep that in mind. I'll give you the trophy after all that. So, honestly, I'd say this race finish was probably better than the actual Turkey Night finish. As much as it pains me that Gohan, had done so freaking well and just he ate it at the end, which is okay. It's okay, but I'm very glad that it was as decided it was at the finish. It felt like it was going to be a real dull race, but that finish turned things around. So. Pretty happy with that. I could definitely see this track running the next Turkey Night. I mean, every other race too. The Rots mods, the all the midget heats and everything. The stock I4s, ASC, Formula Micro too. I mean, just everything we ran today just was so freaking good. So, I could see this track coming back in the future as the Turkey Night race. We'll see, as other options come up around, but, I wasn't originally thinking of this being a multi-year deal, but just how it ran this year, just, oh my god, the racing's been great. So, thank you there, Eris. Is there anything else you want to say before we try to figure out who finished second? Because I'm going to be honest, I don't even remember what happened after that. There's probably penalties that have to be worked through.
Made the checkered flag small. Oh yeah, the penalties. I don't know. I mean, yeah, Twin left the game right now, so I don't think he wants an interview. Jack said he has class tomorrow, so is too soon. Man, I need to be considerate.
Let me see the results real quickly. So Eris wins. Second place goes to, let's see, Twin has a 1 second penalty. And who's behind him?
Jack.
These
With
two.
the
Yeah, Twin's got Jack, so Twin takes home second. Jack Pro is going to take home third place. Fourth place is going to be
Dale, even with a 2 second.
Yeah. So Dale finishing just ahead. I'm going to put Gohan into fifth because he technically completed one more lap than the other guys did. So he'll be scored as fifth place. Nicolaus is going to take the sixth place spot for now. Let's just see. He's got the penalty there. 84 BBs behind. How much does Best Buy have if he has more? We're going to call it as it is. So results are Eris Netta, Twin Triple B sits, Jack Pro PC, Del Ross, Gohan in fifth. Sixth place is going to go to Nicolaus. Seventh is going to be Lewis. Eighth is going to be 84BB, Steve Waters in ninth. 10th is going to be Jason Dady. Thank you to all the guys that made this race possible. Of course, thank you for Eris. Thank you to literally everyone that just made this one possible. This is, in a lot of ways, like, okay, Eris, this is my AIC, you know? Like, you feel kind of a little bit of passion when you come to racing at AIC, which will be in a couple of weeks. I get the same way with this track. I mean, I've been here. I went here weeks before it closed down to check the place out. Just literally like the second to last week that it was running, and it was honestly kind of sad because the place was like, one of the things is they have this big sign that says "See you next week," when you know next week is going to be the last week. Well, now it's done. Track's still there, but you know the future is incredibly uncertain. So we're gonna move on to the interviews. Let's see. So the next one down is Dale Ross. So he is here, but so is Jack Pro. So let's get on to Jack Pro. See if you want to do a interview real quickly. All right, Jack, you there? No mic right now. No
Jack.
problem. All right. Well, Jack, taking home a third place. You will be taking. We're gonna check real quickly. You'll be taking home 400 Robux. So, I know you always tend to do good on these big money races. So, pretty solid race result. But what was going on from your POV today? Jack, new bit spots. POV, I fight for the podium, but didn't think I would make it at all. Thought I was so far back that it wouldn't happen, to be honest. Next question. Not much more to say. Okay. All right. I'm not sure really what to say. It was a bit of a spread out race today. I know for sure. So, oh my, uh-oh. Yeah, I learned from Gohan and Twins lines. Okay. Well, we got some road courses going up next week. Of course, AIC Taruma coming up next week, and then the week after that, we're going to AIC to close out the season. We might have another big race at Franklin County if I could actually get my ass off and start fucking working on it. There you go, Dale. So, I have time to now. The big project is done. These other two things, I just need to get the cars in game and get a basic setup on them. So, yeah. So, two good races coming up. I'm not really sure what to say, so thank you there, Jack. Enjoy the Robux. It's pretty well earned. So, up next we have Dale Ross, who will take home also not too shabby 300 Robux for the 4th place spot. Yeah. Just, you felt like you're probably completely out of contention today, but still overall not bad. How was the track today, Dale?
From last year, you made this track I could put it like 3rd favorite oval on the schedule. You actually made it good with that little dip, and the corner cut rules is killing me, even though I helped invent them. But I liked it a lot. But I want to give a lot of credit to Gohan, because I'm gonna try and give my sub story in a nutshell. I'd raced stock for in real life. It had a playoff system like NASCAR, where it was the final race. Whoever out of the final 3 instead of the final 4 won the thing. From the beginning of the year, they said on 5 to go on the final race, they was going to throw a caution no matter what happens. So what sucked is I was managing long run, and I was killing them on long run. So that completely screwed me. even though I should have planned for short run. So my car was a long run car, and I got loose on entry, tight on exit. It's a front wheel drive car, so that completely killed my momentum. And the guy in second basically wrecked me out of the way for the championship. It wasn't a championship, but that was a race that Gohan dominated. And I really feel for the guy, because I've been there. Not just in the stock Ford thing, but in freaking the next track we go to. One of my favorite fumbles of all time was me just full throttling turn one there. That's one of my best fumbles of all time. So I really got to give a lot of credit to Gohan, because he's been kicking everybody's butt all freaking weekend or day here.
Sorry.
But also got to give credit to Eris, because right place, right time. It's just a huge part of racing, and the fact that she was catching up to him was huge. A huge compliment to her talent as a road racer. But that's really all I gotta say. I didn't really do anything. I got a freaking fine. Here you go. Start literally last row outside. I somehow got fourth. But it really a lot of credit to go on in there. That was a really good race they put on.
Look at there, Dale Ross. We got again your favorite road course coming up, as you said. Flat out through turn one. I
did that once.
Did it work?
It was hilarious. No. I do you not remember watching the clip back? Do you not remember that?
That was a long. That's been like 100 races ago, Dale. It's been a while.
It was
it's
like
over a
the
year.
first time I led on a road course, and I got excited, and I don't know why I just got excited. I just full throttle turned one, then dropped back to third, and still clutched the podium. It was hilarious. Look back on it; it's hilarious. It was like 3 to go, I think. I don't know. It's been a while. I just threw something.
I don't know what to say, man.
Oh my gosh, 9/11.
Yeah. Oh god. Well, enjoy the money. Hopefully, we'll see you coming up next week for the race at Chiruma.
This time I won't flat out turn one.
We're gonna be a lot, and also instead of it just being a Rossmar race, it's gonna be the full field. We're gonna have everything, short of the kitchen sink going out there, pretty much. At least as long as it turns right.
Stock course.
Those be at AIC. Yeah. Well, it's been pretty fun to run this one, and the major season is now done. I'd say that was a pretty good run. You know, we got a couple other big races coming up for them in the future. Of course, the season opener, Gambler Clash at Allentown. Hopefully, we'll make sure we can do a better race this time instead of whatever it was last running. Yeah, just yeah. Let's see who else is down the list. Steve Waters. All right, Steve Waters here. So, finishing P9 did outlast the guy you've been filling the seat for, of course, Jason Dady. How's the race gone for you, man?
Went pretty good. And I mean, I was up and down. And it wasn't much I could do unless, I could have taken his turn better at that point, but yeah. Other than that, it was I beat out the guy that I needed to beat out, and that's it.
Way by you finishing P9, you actually get 25 more Robux than Jason does. So congratulations on that, man.
Heck yeah.
50 Robux.
Yeah. But GG's did JD or Jason on racing thing right there. Yeah.
Yep. Well, on to the next one. Of course, we're going to do some more road course racing. I'll see if I could teach you a couple of tricks for that, Steve. All right. Is there anything else you want to say before we move on?
congrats to Harris for winning the race at that point. And yeah,
All right.
good job.
All right. Well, enjoy the 50 Robux, Steve. Hopefully we'll see you in the future. Of course, there is going to be hopefully a race at Franklin and, of course, a stock I-4 race at AIC on a road course, but configured into a tri-oval. That's going to be kind of fun. That's going to be their bit of an encore race going on. That being said, I'd like to also thank all of the guys that helped make the racing today possible. I am incredibly tired, and I have been throughout the day. I just stayed up really late for the turkey night, and I guess for some reason, I don't know if I even slept or not, because, like, I feel like I was just at the Turkey Night Grand Prix still when I was asleep. And I woke up tired. I've been tired all day, but that finish put a lot of freaking energy in me. So, again, I'm very proud of everything. Very proud of Jake. Fellow for Dabcat, everyone that just made this race as easy as possible to run. I mean, genuinely, I don't think I could have done that without you guys. This is a very tough race to get going. It takes a lot of energy. I mean, I put so much energy just in the last week into getting this race set up. I mean, it was unrecognizable a week ago from what it is now. So, genuinely, thanks to all the people that made this one possible. And if you are, of course, new to SLC, for whatever reason you're watching this, and you saw that there's a virtual Turkey Night Grand Prix, and you also noticed that Saugus, yeah, this game's going to be open to the public, of course. If you guys want to drive it, it'll be opened up later on, maybe tonight. All the classes that we race on short tracks will be available for you to practice on. It's going to be a bit of a laggy game, so if you've got lag, press the top left. You could probably do quite a bit to clear out some of that lag. It's not perfect, but it does a pretty decent job. So, if you need to do that, that's what you should do. We're going to try to work on it again, I guess, next year. We'll see if we run it for the Turkey Night Grand Prix or if not. If not, we're going to run this as the Hollywood Clash or something like that. Something, because this track, of course, is notorious for Hollywood. I also want to state the obvious. Saugus is a historical site, and it's unfortunately under an attack right now. I mean, real estate agents, you know,
Johan has turned into P. Diddy.
they're developing the track into a bunch of housing. Mind you, if you look over there, that is a old bomb factory. They made bombs there. There's a train yard, which this train around where the speedway was where the last train robbery in America, from what I've heard, was held right on the backdrop of this track about 110 years ago. So that's a cool fact. But there's a lot of history behind this facility, and to see it gone is a genuine shame. But that's kind of why I worked so hard on this project, because it's not going to be around forever. I mean, it's like it's a weird way to put it with an analogy, but you know, this track is like a guy with terminal cancer. You know they're not going to be around a long time, and you know what's coming, but you want to make the most of it while you can. And I mean, the swap meet's gone, but the place is still there. But I just wanted to make this place immortalized in some degree virtually. I'm going to continue to try to get some more accuracies on the place, you know, redo a couple things, because there's a couple things I'm not quite happy with. I don't need to do them right now, but, you know, when we come back here next year, by far something that's in my mind. We got pretty good on it, of course, as you could tell. I mean, we got really far developing this place. I wanted to get the Winston West Series logo, the Super Trucks logo, but those were hand painted, so they were out of my power. Same thing for the Santa Clarita swap meet logo that's supposed to be over where I'm flying. You know, that's not here either. I just had to rely on some fences. So I could only get so much done, and in a way it's a bit of a shame. So, but I hope to immortalize this, and I'm run the trick and I hear, or if I feel like it at the time too, I might try to go for Ventura, Irwindale, or God forbid Kern. We'll see where the future lies. But this place, you know, it's a cool place. So I was glad to make it. It was a fun project.
Mind if I say one more thing before I go?
Yeah,
Oh.
go ahead.
Well, all I wanted to say is prayers to the Irwindale Speedway and the Saugus Speedway, because they're under attack for like those corrupt businessmen at that point. But yeah, trying to turn our tracks into something they shouldn't be. So prayers to those tracks. I hope they revive all those tracks at that point.
My own home track, Ventura Raceway, went under attack from land developers just a year ago, and it's gonna be something that's gonna be fought tooth and nail for the coming years. So, obviously, this is just Lego racing. It's not really deep, but you know, for those you are someone that actually does that stuff, and you see this video, keep fighting for what you love, man. That's about all I've got to say. On to what we're doing, though. Of course, in the future, next week, we are going to go to do more road course racing to close off the season. We've got 2 more weekends upon us. The first one is going to be at Autodromo Taruma in Brazil. It's a very short 1.5-mile racetrack. It's a road course with a lot of inspiration off of Suzuka, and you'll see that in a lot of the corners. There's a lot of similarities. So it's a place to go to, and it'll be fun. We ran one race there in the past with the Rotsmods, and it was probably I'd say top 5 Rotsmod road course races that we've ran. So it was a hell of a race then. I think with the entire SLC lineup, if I could get my setups right, it'll be a hell of a weekend then. The weekend after that, of course, to close out the season in classic fashion, we're going to go back to AIC. Stock F4, we're going to send off 2. At AIC, we're going to be turning a section of the facility into a triangle oval. That's going to be a hairpin and a sweeper. A very sharp hairpin and a sweeper, mind you. So, that's going to be interesting, and that's going to be a bit of an encore to the Stock I4s. Those are fun to run, and we'll see where their future lies. That being said, the weekend after that, if we can get my shit together, we'll be going to Franklin. That's really all I've got to say. That closes off the main part of the oval segment. Again, the next oval race is the encore to Stock I4 at AIC. Thank you guys for watching. Till next weekend at 7 p.m. on Friday. 7 p.m. U.S. Pacific Standard Time with the Rotsmans. Thank you guys for watching.